Here's my review of The Fabelmans. We follow Sammy Fabelman, who's basically this movie is it's almost like a Steven Spielberg autobiography, which young Sammy Fabelman and the Fabelmans are the Spielbergs, and Sammy is Steven. So it's basically just his life story, but with a different name. And I thought this movie was really good. I mean, it's a Steven Spielberg movie, basically about Steven Spielberg. It's bound to be great. But what this movie really thrives at is I love how at the beginning it shows how Sammy got like into movies and when he first saw his very first movie in like the 40s and I think it shows just almost like the wonder of filmmaking. It shows him making movies in his teenage years and how he got. But we don't. I don't know if everyone's going to like this because this movie is more personal, and we see how when he's filming movies and using his camera all the time, we see how he notices an affair going on with his mother and then his uncle, and this movie works with a lot more personal stuff like that, and it also touches on like the racism he experienced with him being Jewish and a lot of like personal things like that. The acting was incredible. I think especially from Paul Dano was really good as Steven's dad. Well, Sammy's dad. But I thought that was amazing. And I think what this movie does is it really captures, I think, almost just the way how people can see movies, especially in the beginning when they take young Sammy to see the movies. To see the movie. And the movie was called, well, The Greatest Show on Earth. And I think that there's probably some sort of like wink, wink, nudge, nudge at the audience because, I mean, Steven Spielberg is behind some of the greatest films on earth: Jaws, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List goes on and on. But I think that this movie, you might not get exactly what you want out of it because it is a lot more personal. It's more about him as a person and I guess his personal life than I would say than movies, even though we still go in a lot about his love of movies and stuff. I'd probably say that's like 40% about like movies and then 60% about more personal things if I were like give an estimate. But I would say it really thrives between just the personal relationships and just seeing him grow up and then seeing his love. And then the movie ends with him. He basically gets a chance to almost like meet with the director of the movie that we saw in the beginning, and basically gets kind of like a job, and then he gets